Let's get a bit more detail now with what the city has planned. The Cape Town Mayor, Patricia De Lille, joining us live now. Madam Mayor, very good morning to you. Let me start by asking you where you were when you heard the news last night.
I was at home with the television on, waiting for President Jacob Zuma to give us the news. But until that time, I still did not believe it. It's a very sad day for us in South Africa. I want to express my condolence on behalf of all the people of the city of Cape Town to the Nelson Mandela family. We've had him for a long time. He's given us so many things. He's given us democracy. He has sacrificed such a lot. He's got a special relationship with Cape Town because, to our shame, right here in the city of Cape Town, for 20 years he was kept in jail, not because he did something wrong, but because he believed in fighting for justice that brought us to our freedom today. So it's certainly a great loss for our country.
What does Nelson Mandela mean to you personally?
At a personal level, when he was released from prison in 1990, and his leadership style, his humbleness, I was a very bitter person. I was very angry for what apartheid did to our people. But when I saw how Nelson Mandela was able to rise above that bitterness and anger, I also learned to cope and to deal with it. Because at Kempton Park, where we negotiated our country's future, there were many times when the talks broke down, and then Mandela will walk in and tell us off on both sides and say it's for the sake of our country that we must get it right. So I've learned from him to be tolerant. I've learned from him to be humble and keep my head down all the time.
The PAC, which you helped found, and the ANC, certainly cousins in the struggle, but not always the best of friends.
Yes, definitely. But when it comes to Tata Madiba, there are no differences. You know, he's the father of our nation. He's our first democratically elected president in our country, and we owe so much to him. He's given us so much back. I remember in Parliament how he expressed his love for children by dedicating 150,000 rand of his salary every year towards the cause for children, starting the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. And I wanted to follow him by also making a donation, and then he then made me a trustee of the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. And since that time I have been to all his birthdays. He's phoned me on all my birthdays. I could never believe that a person with such a hectic schedule could take the time to phone me on my birthdays. And we always love him. He's just a father to all of us.
And of course, his death came in the year that the city of Cape Town was honouring him anyway, this year of his 95th birthday.
Yes, in January we dedicated 2013 to the life of Nelson Mandela. I wanted to honour him while he was still alive. But at the same time, we signed a pledge that as a city of Cape Town, we will live and implement in our daily work within government the values, the principle and the vision that he stood for. And so in celebrating his life, we have got this live exhibition, and thousands of people came. Just last week, I encouraged people to come and write well notes for him and wish him a happy festive season, and thousands of people responded. I was going to take all of that down to Johannesburg in the 3 weeks' time that's coming from now. And today we have to come and say condolences and say goodbye.
The condolence tables, the condolence books are being set up behind us.
Yes.
Just outline what else the city has planned, most particularly today and over the weekend.
For today at 5 o'clock, between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, we will have a memorial service right here on the parade where he made his first free speech. It will be led by the interfaith religious community. And we will also have free transport. The buses, the taxis, the train between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock today will be free coming into the city. And after 7 o'clock it will also be free going back. And I'm inviting all Cape Townians to come and pay our last respects and pray for Tata Madiba, that his soul rests in peace, to come up tonight and join us. On Sunday I have convened a special council meeting whereby we will also pay tribute to Tata Madiba. multi-party tributes to him. And of course, we will also have to approve the budget for all the expenditure that we're going to incur for the passing of Tata Madiba, because he also held the title as the Freeman of the City of Cape Town. So it's our duty to make sure that we respond accordingly.
Well, it certainly looks like the city's responded accordingly this morning already so far. Mayor of Cape Town, Patricia De Lille, thank you very much indeed for your time today. So there you have the outline of the plan for now from the City of Cape Town. This afternoon between 5 and 7, a memorial service right here on the Grand Parade. In the meantime, it's back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much.